where have I been? Welcome back, everyone. How you doing today? My name is David Franco. It's always good to see you. I mean, it feels like I don't see you nearly as often as I used to, and that's kind of the point of today's video, because I wanted to give you a channel update for 2023, because I've been very quiet. The tech reviews are at a minimum. Weekend vlogs are shorter than ever. And well, honestly, I'm just so much more focused on other things. So I figured I could sit down and talk to you guys about what's been happening in my life. And guys, honestly, I haven't really done this in a long time. I mean, I used to just kind of talk to you in my geek updates, but I don't do geek updates. I've tried to bring them back over and over again, but I think once something is dead, it's meant to just be dead and move on to something bigger and better. So with that said, grab a cup of coffee and sit back and enjoy, because I have a lot to say. This is nothing more than a talking head video. Well, because honestly, you guys deserve an update. So let's talk. And would you look at that? 0 is right on schedule. Every time I try to make a video for my finance channel, this happens. I'm not even joking. Anyway, jumping right into it. My name is David Franco, for those who don't know me. I mean, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you know who I am. But in case you don't, my name's David. There you go. I just said it again. I have been a full-time content creator for over 15 years now. And I've dabbled on so many platforms, from YouTube to Twitch to Fiverr to Amazon Associates, now the Amazon Influencer Program. I try to keep busy, and by try, I mean I definitely do keep busy, and I'm more tired than ever these days. I don't get enough sleep. I stay up way too late, but only because I'm just so passionate about the work that I do. And guys, honestly, part of that work has to do with working with sponsors who enjoy supporting my channel. How's that for a segue? Hello again. I feel like I just saw you. I hope you're enjoying today's video. I just want to take a brief moment and thank today's sponsor, Into the AM. Into the AM is a beautiful website, a beautiful store at that sells incredible graphic tees with designs that are sure to express your personal lifestyle. From space themes to culture vibes, there is a design for everyone. And actually, with that said, I'm wearing a vertical tee design from intotheam.com today. Check it out. I love this design. I love space. I love the colors. And overall, I'm just obsessed with it. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. David, do you have a deal for us? Good news, I do. Not only can you get 3 graphic tees for $60, but you can also save an additional 10% using my link, which is right below. A huge thanks to intotheam.com for sponsoring my content. I appreciate it. And back to today's video. Okay, so jumping back into my channel update 2023, I just want to start out by saying this. Typically, every year I post a New Year's update, you know, just kind of walking you through my goals for the next 12 months. And for the first time in a long time, I actually didn't do that this year for 2023. It's not because I don't have goals. Believe me, I do have goals. I just happen to post those goals on my creative finance channel. And I'll be talking about that shortly, because honestly, guys, that is a huge focus of mine. And if for some reason you don't know about that channel, well, I'll be talking about that in detail in a bit. Should I kick him out, or should I let him stay in? I mean, I feel like he's going to be distracting. All right, we'll see how this goes. But anyway, going back to my primary YouTube channel, I want to talk about that for a moment, because nobody wants to see that, 0. I do have some important things I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, the fake accounts are back. Please do not fall for any scams or any fake accounts who claim to be me. It blows my mind how YouTube has yet to do anything about this. Okay, I'm gonna be a little distracted. Hold on, one moment, please. I love my cats, but I gotta focus. Anyway, it blows my mind how YouTube, a multi-billion with a B, a multi-billion division of Google, also a multi-billion-dollar company, cannot come up with some kind of algorithm that will automatically detect spam accounts. And it makes you wonder, like, why aren't they doing something about this? This has been a problem for years now. You'd think something in the YouTube algorithm would kick off and say, oh, wait, this is a brand new account that was just created this week. It's got David's picture. It's got the word Telegram in it. It's got something about, hey, you win or whatever in the actual comments. It's got something in all caps. It's just, why isn't YouTube doing something about this? Honestly, and I'm asking you guys, and I'm not ranting just to rant. I think when I rant about something, it's worth ranting because this is YouTube we're talking about. We're not talking about a tiny company working out of a garage with zero resources. YouTube, again, is a multi-billion-dollar company. Why aren't they doing something about this? People are actually getting scammed out of their own money because they're falling for the most basic thing that has been around for years. And I'm not dissing people who do fall for it because let's face it, there's a lot of non-techie people out there who just see something and they automatically assume they did win something from me, whether it's through Telegram or Instagram or whatever. And guys, I don't use Telegram. Honestly, it's not a popular platform at all here in America. It's simply not. It's something I will never, ever use. So just keep that in mind, please. If you see something, say something. I know that's a cheesy saying, but it's the truth, guys. Simply report and block the fake accounts because honestly, until YouTube does something themselves, we have to take action. We have to worry about it ourselves. I mean, obviously, they're a busy company. YouTube is working on stuff as I speak, but you'd think they're big enough to have a team completely dedicated to tackling this issue. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. But anyway, I'm not going to rant about that anymore. I just want to say use common sense, and if something seems off, then it probably is off. The next thing I want to talk about is my tech reviews. Where are they? Guys, there was a day years ago where I would post 5 videos a week. 5 videos every single week. Now, granted, I was far less busy back then. I wasn't doing as much as I'm doing now. But yeah, it's no secret. I have severely cut back on the amount of tech reviews I publish. The only excuse I can give you, and it's a good excuse, is, guys, I'm burnt out. I am burnt out. I created this YouTube channel on July 15th, 2006. 2006. Some of you weren't even alive in 2006. And at some point, you just gotta step up and be honest with yourself and say, look, I don't enjoy doing this nearly as much as I used to. And that applies to tech reviews. Now, don't get me wrong. I love technology. I love it more than ever. And honestly, I have some big plans for my office downstairs. But I don't really enjoy reviewing technology. I find it incredibly frustrating setting up a camera for B-roll. I would just much rather sit down and do this and talk to you guys about life or talk to you about my passions in life. And honestly, one of those is still technology. I still love tech. I love talking about tech, but when it comes to reviewing tech, it's just not an interest of mine. You know, I've done that for years, and that train has kind of gone away. Can't think of a good analogy or a metaphor for that. But with that said, will tech reviews return? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because guys, I still receive daily tech review requests in my inbox. Like every single day, I'm not even kidding. I get some random company asking me to talk about their headphones or a water bottle or stuff. And obviously I appreciate that. But 99% of those emails, I either say no or I simply don't respond. And that latter might seem rude, but believe me, it's not just me these companies are targeting. These are mass emails that they're sending when it says, "Dear Sir." Yeah, I mean, they're not taking their time to actually personalize it with my name. So I'm not an idiot. Obviously, these emails are being blasted to maybe hundreds of YouTubers at a given moment. But with that said, tech reviews will return eventually. I just kindly ask that you be patient with me because I am much more focused on 3 big things in my life right now. Number 1, and I have notes on here on my iPhone, so if you see me glancing down, that's why. Number 1, creative finance. Number 2, my Patreon vlogs. You know, in other words, my patrons only vlogs, I call them. And number 3, Twitch streams. Now, starting out with number 1, in case you don't know, I do have a brand new YouTube channel called Creative Finance. This is my pride and joy, guys. I am absolutely obsessed with growing this channel. I check the analytics multiple times a day. I've been consistently posting every single week. What started out as 1 video a week has recently turned into 2 videos a week. Now, with that said, I don't know if I'm going to have a video out tomorrow because I'll be working on this video and getting other things done. But I do post at least 1 video a week, max 2 videos a week. And guys, I'm loving creative finance. It's my chance to talk about money openly because unfortunately, when I talk about money in my vlogs or whatever on this channel, some people tend to lose, you know, their ish. For whatever reason, there are some people out there who don't like seeing others make money and succeed. And I'll never understand that because I guarantee you, if they were in my position, they would also be taking sponsorships and talking about money and stuff like that. Like, money is one of those subjects that used to be super sensitive, but in my opinion, it's becoming more and more open these days. Now, obviously, there's always going to be people who don't like talking about money openly, but I'm not one of those people. I love talking about how much money I can make or am already making, whether it's YouTube, Patreon, or whatever. Like, I am fully open about being transparent with you guys because, as I always say, if I can do it, you can do it too, and possibly better. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from making money while doing something you love. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Never, ever let anyone tell you otherwise, because those are the kinds of people who will end up in a dead-end job wanting more and never actually getting more because they're sayers. They're not doers. They're just observing on the sideline and not actually on the field themselves. Now, that was a good analogy. So yeah, creative finance is my pride and joy, guys. I've been talking about so many things on there, from sharing my revenue numbers on Twitch and YouTube to talking about how to grow your YouTube channel or how to flip items on eBay from places like Goodwill and thrift stores in general. Everything from creativity to making money, that's where the name creative finance comes from. I love being creative, and believe me, those videos are going to get even better once I get my proper setup working downstairs in my office, because right now I'm working off of Windows, and Windows is crap. Guys, I literally just use Windows for gaming and making these videos. That's it. I hate Windows as an operating system. I think it's incredibly crappy, especially when compared to macOS. macOS is for the creatives like myself, and well, you just get better tools on the Mac when compared to a Windows PC. But anyway, I'm not here to diss Windows. I mean, I pay for Windows. I have 2 working Windows PCs to my right. I like it for what it is, but I can't get serious work done on Windows. That's the best way I can explain it. So anyway, yeah, creative finance is up and going, guys. It's getting subscribers and viewers every single day. It's not monetized yet, but I'm getting closer and closer to that point. And I can't wait until it's monetized, because a personal finance YouTube channel is guaranteed to generate more revenue than something like a vlogging channel or a gaming channel or a tech channel, because personal finance is one of the top paying niches on YouTube. And I'm not going to lie, that's one of the reasons why I started creative finance, because I want to build a foundation for myself in the future, because one of these days I'm not going to be vlogging on the weekends. One of these days I won't be streaming live on Twitch, because I'll be putting that time into creative finance. But for now, I'm just kind of building up creative finance, which means I still have plenty of time for my main channel, my Twitch channel, Amazon Associates, Amazon Influencer Program, Fiverr, all that stuff. Guys, I keep busy. I definitely keep very, very busy, that's for sure. So with that said, if you are interested in checking out creative finance, it is linked right below. Thank you so much for your support. And hey, check out a video or two. You might enjoy it. Okay, next up, the Patreon vlogs. I'm not going to bore you with this because I've been talking about Patreon for years, and some people, again, lose their ish when I talk about this. God forbid you make exclusive content for a small price of $5 per month. I think it's a great deal, guys. I think it's a fantastic deal. My Patreon is still going very strongly, and I'm so proud of that. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you who continue to pledge on a monthly basis, because I'll be honest with you, my YouTube revenue is the worst it's ever been. The worst it's ever been. I used to average between like $1,200 and $1,800 a month on YouTube, on this channel anyway. But my most recent upcoming payment from YouTube is less than $700. Yes, and that's how bad ad revenue is on my channel. Advertisers are simply paying less these days, at least on channels like mine. So yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Patreon is what pays my bills, it pays my mortgage, and I am just so incredibly thankful for you guys. Seriously, thank you, each and every one of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm not trying to get too like mushy or emotional with you, but it really is driving my life. And I like to think that I continue to create some entertaining vlogs for you guys every single week. Guys, I'm not even kidding. The average patrons only vlog is about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes long every single week. So every month you're getting at least 4 to 5, realistically 4 to 6 hours of exclusive vlogs for just $5 a month. And if you could pledge and enjoy the content and be there for me and support my channel and my content, I am eternally grateful for you. And by the way, that's not me begging, because my Patreon's doing just fine. But obviously, as YouTube declines, I'm going to look to somewhat increase my Patreon revenue as I need it. So yeah, guys, the patrons vlogs are still there. Oh, and by the way, if you do pledge right now, this doesn't only mean you can only access the newest vlogs. You can access over 300 exclusive vlogs. Guys, I'm talking back to June, I think 2014, 2015, something like that. You can literally go back to my first ever patrons only vlog, which I think is incredible, for, again, just $5 a month. Thank you so much if you do pledge. I appreciate you. And hey, if you don't pledge, that's just as fine. You know, I don't really separate my audiences because my patrons do get early access to things like the weekend vlogs, but those weekend vlogs are still public. The only exclusive content that my patrons get is the exclusive vlogs. So, which honestly I think is fair because early access is $2 a month and the exclusive vlogs are $5 a month. Okay, next up, Twitch streams, my third biggest focus lately. I put a lot of hours into Twitch, guys. Probably more hours than I should, considering what I get in return. I mean, I don't really do Twitch for the money, but there are some nights where I stream 5 to 8 hours a night, and I make $10. And that might seem financially irresponsible because, honestly, it is kind of financially irresponsible. That time can be put into my actual creative finance content or my YouTube content or whatever, you know? But I do Twitch for you. I do Twitch for my chat room. The money is just an amazing side bonus, which obviously I'm thankful for, but I stream on Twitch because it's fun for me. There are some nights where I literally just do not want to sign off, guys. And by nights, I mean early in the morning. I'm talking like, sometimes I sign off at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. On the weekdays, I'm a little more responsible. I usually sign off between like 2 and 4 a.m., which is still pretty late, but it's not really late to me. I mean, I usually try to get like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Lately, I haven't been sleeping a ton, hence why I might look tired today. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I just want to say, for those who continue to watch me on Twitch, thank you so much. I never ever take it for granted that I have a close group of friends that I play with on pretty much a nightly basis these days, at least when I stream. And I love you guys, you know? I mean, I really do love you guys for always being there for me, for my games in Warzone, and even my rage-inducing nights in games like Fortnite. But it really is a good time. So thank you very much. And much like Creative Finance and my Patreon, my Twitch is also linked right below. Check it out. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that was a good, solid update on my channel. I probably talked more than I should have, but hey, I warned you. This is a talking head video. I hope you guys enjoyed your cup of coffee or your cup of tea. Please just be patient with me. I mean, I'm not nearly as active as I used to be. I mean, guys, if you check my Twitter, it's pretty much dead. My Instagram is dead. I don't use TikTok anymore. I'm tired of TikTok. I think it's annoying. I just don't really post on social media nearly as much as I used to. I'm just enjoying me for me, you know? I mean, I'm focusing on things that I think are more important than Twitter, more important than Instagram and TikTok. I mean, I like to focus on those 3 things I just talked about: Creative Finance, my patrons vlogs, and finally, last but not least, Twitch. I mean, all of them are kind of equal in my eyes, but if you want the truth, my biggest long-term goal above anything I've talked about today is creative finance. I want to create some kind of financial stability based on that channel that I can actually rely on. Okay, so with that said, it's obviously going to take quite some time to get there, but I'm a hardworking guy and I'm very patient. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about me or my content or my future, please let me know right below. I will do my best to respond to any comments that has a question, because I'm here for you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most active person in the YouTube comments, but I do read your comments. And actually, with that said, one more quick note: if you do want to talk to me one-on-one, stop by my Twitch streams. I know I already talked about Twitch, but Twitch honestly is the best way to interact with me in real time, because I'm not always going to respond to YouTube comments. I'm not always going to respond to your Instagram DMs because I miss them all the time. I'm never on Instagram. So if you want to talk, stop on by my Twitch, guys. Twitch.tv/DavidFranco. Perhaps I'll see you there, and maybe I'll see you on Creative Finance as well. Thank you guys so much for everything. This is not goodbye. I'm just kind of stepping back for a little bit, and eventually I'll get back into my regular swing of things in terms of tech reviews, potentially longer weekend vlogs. But until then, I'm very happy focusing my time on all the stuff I talked about today. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.